Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Know I'm a little late with the video for this week's game, but it was hard with the loss against the Colts last week. Gotta hand it to them though. They played a hell of a game. Also, refs did make some very questionable calls for both teams. That is, both of us got favorable calls, but I think the Colts got a little more going their way than we did ours. Anyway, on to this Sunday versus the Titans. They come into the clink, also coming off a loss to the Chiefs, who are a surprise team this year, by the way. They currently are using their backup quarterback in Ryan Fitzpatrick. I was hoping to see Jake Lockford make his return to Seattle, but since he injured his hip, he won't be playing against us. Last time Fitzgerald did play against us, we kind of blew him and the Bills out in Canada last year. I don't think we'll be winning like we did last year, mostly because Tennessee has a better defense than Buffalo did last year. They're only giving up 218 pass yards a game and 103 rush yards a game as well. Then again, they've only played two or three good teams at home so far, and two of those have come at their home field. But seeing how practically nobody can beat us on our home turf makes the visiting teams have a long day. First matchup of the game, I'm going to go with the running backs, Marshawn Lynch versus Chris Johnson. Now, Chris Johnson, great running back, but as of late, he hasn't really shown what he did his first few years in the league. He's only averaging 60 yards a game this year. Lynch is getting a little bit more, getting 82 yards a game. It's a little bit more than 20 yards a game than Johnson. We also have the second best rushing attack in the league. Hell, Wilson has almost as many rush yards a game as Johnson does. He even got his first 100-yard game last week against the Colts. Too bad it wasn't a loss, though. Oh well, still has more 100-yard games than Johnson does this year. I look for Johnson to have a rough day as well, running it Sunday, and to see if Lynch gets a second straight 100-yard game. Second matchup is going to be the Seahawks O-line versus the Titan D-line. We got at least one of our guys back in hunger this week. Still looking like Giacomini is going to be out until next week. How will our O-line fare against the Titans D-line? Hopefully we can protect Wilson better than we did the last two games, not have him run around as much as he has. The third and last matchup of the game is going to be the Hawk defense against the Titan offense. Our defense has almost bottomed out 2 weeks ago, and pretty much did last week against the Colts, since we couldn't stop them on third down. I'm looking and hoping for our defense to get out of the proverbial trenches this week, since we'll be back at home and not starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. 12th man is going to be roaring tomorrow. And a player to watch during the game's got to be Alteron Werner. How much of an impact is he going to have? He does lead the league in interceptions, but I don't see him adding to that total this week. I do think he will have an impact in some way. Hopefully not too much. Hopefully not too much of one for the Seahawks' sake. Anywho, this game's probably going to be close up until halftime. I do see this getting a little out of hand midway through the third quarter, possibly start of the fourth quarter. Since we do seem to be a better second half team than we do in the first half this year. It's not how you start, but it is how you finish. I'm going to go with the final score being 37-13. Anyways, that's the video for this week. I'll see you guys next week.